Good morning. Today's story is Knuffle Bunny Too. It's a case of mistaken identity by Mo Willems. So at the very beginning of school, we read Knuffle Bunny. So this is the second one in the series. There's a bunch of different ones. So if you like this, you might want to check out all the other stories in this series. All right, so here we go. Oops, kind of flimsy. One morning, not so long ago, Trixie took a walk with her daddy. By now, Trixie really knew how to talk. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to show Amy, and then I'll show Meg, and then I'll show Margot, and then I'll show Jane, and then I'll show Leela, and then I'll show Rebecca, and then I'll show Noah, and then I'll show Robbie, and then I'll show Toshi, and then I'll show Casey, and then I'll show Connie, and then I'll show Parker, and then I'll show Brian, and then talk and talk and talk. Trixie was excited because she was taking her one-of-a-kind Knuffle Bunny someplace very special. Come on. She was taking him to school. Trixie couldn't wait to show Knuffle Bunny to Mrs. Greengrove and all her friends in pre-K. But just as her daddy kissed her goodbye, Trixie saw Sonja. There is Sonja. Suddenly, Trixie's one-of-a-kind Knuffle Bunny wasn't so one-of-a-kind anymore, because they look almost exactly the same. The morning did not go well. Knuffle. The afternoon was worse. When the school bell rang, Mrs. Greengrove returned the Knuffle Bunnies, and the day got better. Then, before she knew it, it was time to go home. Trixie ate her dinner, devoured her dessert, brushed her teeth, and tried to escape the mommy and daddy robots from planet Snurp. At 1/2 bedtime, Trixie was tucked in, ready for sleep. But a few hours later, Trixie realized something. Trixie marched into her mommy's and daddy's room and said, "That is not my bunny." Trixie's daddy tried to explain what 2:30 a.m. means. He asked, "Can we deal with this in the morning?" Trixie's daddy went to the phone. Before he even made it down the stairs, bring, the phone rang. "We have your bunny," said a man's voice on the other end. "We have yours," replied Trixie's daddy. Arrangements were made. Trixie and her daddy rushed across the neighborhood. Trixie did not want to be late. Neither did Sonja. There was an exchange, and the Knuffle Bunnies were back where they belonged. "I was so worried about my bunny," said Sonia. "So was I," Trixie replied. Then they both said, "I'm glad you got your bunny back." at the exact same time. And that is how Trixie found her first best friend. The end. Epilogue, which is usually when there's like a story or something the author wants to say after the story's already ended. So here's the epilogue. The next morning, both Trixie and Sonia rushed to the school. The new best friends had a lot of catching up to do. Do you want to play with my Knuffle Bunny? Sure. Do you want to play with mine? And that's the end. So, Knuffle Bunny. So I'd like you to comment below something kind of interesting that I thought. Do you have a special stuffed animal that you love so much and you maybe sleep with or you spend a lot of time with? And if you don't, just go ahead and comment what your favorite toy is. So for example, growing up, I had a stuffed bear and I named him Teddy, and I brought Teddy everywhere I went, to the park, to the beach. Teddy got very gross and dirty. So that was my special stuffed animal that I had with me. So go ahead and tell me about your special stuffed animal, or if you don't have one, a favorite toy that you really, really love. All right, see you tomorrow.